Hey, I'm Roland with Mobile Geeks, and we are at WinFuture headquarters in Berlin, Germany. And what we have right here is a testing device of the new Nokia Lumia 925 that just went on sale in Germany at least, and another couple of countries in Europe. And what we want to do is a quick unboxing of the device and a quick comparison with its brother, the Lumia 920, because Nokia is going to sell these side by side. They're not letting go of the 920, but they want to push them just next to each other basically, and the pricing is pretty much equal. So the 925 just went on sale for roughly 600 euros in Germany, and the 920 has been out for this price for a while. It's been going down in price because of the new 925, but there's a couple of things that are different, and you might want to decide which one you like more. But let's first start out with the unboxing. The Lumia 925 has a slightly changed packaging design than the 920. It's got this slip down here, which is made out of textile, I guess, or it's probably plastic that is just textured. On the other one, on the 920, it's just a plastic flap down there. Let's get it out of its box. It's in a foil as usual with these devices, and there you can see it's the 925 because it has this aluminum frame, which we're going to talk about a bit later. Let's get it out of here and put it aside for a second, because we want to talk about the contents of the box. There is this tool to actually open the SIM card slot, which is basically the same as on any other Nokia Lumia device right now. We have the information materials, which are just a stack of paper about warranties and certifications and all that stuff. And that's all there is in the box, because what else is there? You get a headset. Those are in-ear plugs, and there's a button on them to receive calls, do the usual stuff you would do with a headset, right? Some people might find these uncomfortable, so you want to maybe just get some other earplugs, but those are alright for people who like them because the bass is nice and it cuts out environmental sounds. This is the power brick, which is just compact size. There's a standard USB plug on it and the Euro variation of it. It has a power of 1.3 amperes, which is alright. It's just not that much of a quick charging thing. It's not as powerful as the 2 amp one from Samsung. And that's the USB cable right here, which is standard USB to micro USB, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing else in the box, so you have to get the charging covers for the Lumia 925 separate. I haven't gotten one of those, so I can't show you that stuff right now. These are the charging contacts on the 925. There's a speaker down here and the new call size lensed camera on the back. It's gotten 6 lenses now, so there's one more lens than on the 920, which is supposed to make pictures even more focused, sharper, and the dual LED flash right there. The Lumia 925 is marketed just as the 920 as a device that is capable of doing really well in low light conditions, but we're going to see about that later and do a couple of comparison shots. One of the main differences is, as I said, the charging plates for the wireless charging are separate from the device. So on the 920, which is much thicker than the 925, as you can see right here, I think that's about 11 millimeters on the 920. The 920 has the integrated charging, the wireless charging stuff, so that's why it's a bit thicker, as the 925 doesn't have that integrated. They can build it a bit thinner. Spec-wise, the two devices are pretty much the same. So the 925 has, just as the 920, a dual-core Qualcomm Snapdragon CPU. That's the MSM 8960. It's a 1.5 gigahertz dual-core chip from Qualcomm. They both have 4.5-inch sized displays with a resolution of 1280 by 768. But that's another major difference. The 920 has an LCD screen, whereas the 925 actually has an AMOLED display or an OLED display, which makes it possible to have this special feature which they had on the Nokia 808, for example, where you can show a clock on the screen while it's in standby, because only the pixels where the clock is at are actually lit. And that cannot really work, or they could do that on the 920, but it would use much more power because you'd have to use the whole screen backlit, and that draws a lot more power than on the 925, where only the pixels of the clock are actually illuminated. Another major difference is that the 920 actually has a polycarbonate shell. There's polycarbonate on the 925 too, but that's only on the back, because the 925 actually has an aluminum frame that also doubles as the antenna, which makes it lighter, a lot lighter, since the 920 is actually 185 grams or 182 grams, whereas the 925 is only 139 grams. You can really tell that because the 920 is actually quite a brick, at least that's the way I feel. And the 925 is much more thinner, it feels lighter, it is lighter, and I like it better because it has a much nicer feel to it. We're going to check out the sides of the device, where we have the power button right here in the middle. On top of it is the volume rocker, and at the bottom we have the camera button, which is required by Microsoft on all Windows Phone 8 devices. I think it's only the ZTE or the Huawei W1 that don't have a camera button, and those are low-end devices. Otherwise, on the other sides, there's pretty much nothing. But on the top, you have the SIM card slot right there. There's the micro USB port next to it, and the headphone jack or headset jack, plus a little mic. That's the 720p webcam, and that's pretty much it. On the back, as I said, it's a car-size camera on there that has a resolution of, I think, 8.7 megapixel. Well, that was Rolling with Mobile Geeks, and a quick unboxing and comparison of the Nokia Lumia 920. That was the comparison part, and the new Nokia Lumia 925.